In this presentation, I'll be explaining what are the different parameters of junction field effect transistors and what are the biasing methods of JFET. Now let us see the important terms of junction field effect transistors. Now this is a diagram showing a JFET in which a gate is short circuited to the source, or VGS is made 0. We are making VGS into 0 voltage, and then you are going to vary the drain to source voltage. By changing this voltage, you are varying the drain to source voltage, and you are going to watch what is the current. Now as VDS is increasing, it's called the drain characteristics. As VDS is increasing, you can see that initially the ID is increasing in a linear fashion, just like a resistor. It's like this is called ohmic region actually. This is just like a resistor, the current is linearly increasing with the voltage. But as we have explained in the introduction, the channel width is getting reduced, and once at the voltage corresponding to VDS, which is equal to the pinch off voltage, the channel, the depression region meets at the end of the drain side, and then current will become saturating to a value which is equal to IDSS, and after that one, the current is a constant. Even though drain to source voltage is increasing more than VP, current is a constant saturated value, and there's a maximum limit of VDS. You cannot go above a certain limit, that's called VDS max. Above that, if the voltage comes, that will be, the device will be breakdown, and this is the breakdown region in which the device gets breakdown. Therefore, this is the maximum. One specification is the VDS max is the, similarly VP is the, IDSS is the corresponding to VGS equals 0. These are some parameters of junction field effect transistor. Let us see first. Short circuited gate drain current, IDSS, that is this one, IDSS, drain current with gate is shorted to the source, that is gate is shorted to the source. What is the drain current saturation value of the gate current? That is this one. That is when VGS equals 0, what is the maximum saturated current? That is IDSS. And a gate is short circuited to source, and VDS is equal to the pinch off voltage. Corresponding voltage equal to pinch off voltage, where it is getting just saturated. The corresponding voltage, we call it as, the magnitude of that one is called the pinch off voltage, and its polarity will be negative. Pinch off voltage will be negative for a N channel, and P channel, that will become positive. Now there's a maximum drain to source voltage, VDS max, this one, that can be applied to JFET. If drain voltage exceeds to VDS max, this one, the JFET would break down. That is called the breakdown region. And if the region between the VP and VDS max, this region, this is called the active region, in which VDS is called the constant current region, or that's also called active region. This is a constant current region or active region where the voltage dVDS is in between the pinch off voltage as well as VDS max. Continuing the important terms of junction field effect transistor, pinch off voltage, that is represented by VP, that is the pinch off voltage. That is this one, the magnitude of pinch off voltage is this one, and it is the minimum drain to source voltage at which drain current becomes constant. That is, at which the drain current becomes constant under the condition VGS equal to 0. Corresponding to VGS equals 0, current becomes constant. The minimum value of that VDS is called the pinch off voltage. Under the condition VGS equals 0, shorted gate condition. And this is the magnitude of VP, and this is the magnitude of pinch off voltage. And the polarity is negative for a N channel and positive for a P channel. Polarity is negative for a N channel. If it is magnitude is this one. Therefore, gate to source cutoff voltage is the P. Another term is called VGS off. That is gate to source cutoff voltage. If the gate to source voltage is increasing, again that the depletion region increases. Finally, at particular value of VGS, current will be drain current reduced to zero. That is actually represented by this transfer characteristics. If you plot VGS versus ID, that is the drain current versus VGS for a given VDS. For a given VDS, if you plot VGS versus ID, you can see that one as VGS is more and more negative, the drain current gets reduced, and this is finally that it will become zero. That is, drain current will become zero for a particular value of VGS. That value of VGS is called VGS off, for which the drain current becomes zero. Therefore, that this is the transfer characteristics in which for a particular value of VGS, drain current becomes equal to zero. It is the gate to source voltage where the channel is completely cut off and the drain current becomes equal to zero. Therefore, this is the transfer characteristics. Actually, we'll be coming later. That is, one Shockley's equation is the current relation between drain current as well as VGS. We'll be seeing next slides. ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. It is an inverse relation between ID and VGS. Therefore, the value of VG is that value. This VGS off. Now, one observation is that this VGS off is same as VP. This VP is same as VGS off. That is, the pinch off voltage is same as VGS off. Now let us see an expression for the drain current of junction feedback transistor. It's called the Shockley's equation. It's a very widely using equation, Shockley's equation, in which it gives a relation between drain current and VGS. It's an inverse relation that will be giving. That's called the Shockley's equation. This is a part of the drain characteristics corresponding to VDS versus ID. And we can see that one for a particular value of VP, above VP, the ID will become IDSS. Therefore, this is equal to IDSS corresponding to VGS equal to 0. Now, the pinch off voltage, VP is equal to, I told you, the pinch off voltage is same as VGS off. This pinch off voltage, this magnitude is same as, of course, VGS off is a negative sign. It is equal to, for example, if it is a 4 volt, VGS off will be equal to minus 4 volt. Therefore, pinch off voltage is normally it is a negative voltage. Pinch off voltage is same as VGS off. And example, if VGS off equal to minus 4 volt, pinch off voltage is equal to minus 4 volt. And from the transfer characteristics, this equation can be written as ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. This equation is what we call it as Shockley's equation. This is the equation for this transfer characteristics. That is the relation between drain current as well as VGS. ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. Also same as, since VP is same as VGS off, that can be replaced like that also. IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VGS off whole square, because VP is same as VGS off. Therefore, the drain current ID that is given in terms of VGS by this equation, IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. Therefore, IDSS is called shorted gate drain current. That is, it is a drain current IDSS when VGS equal to 0. So, maximum saturation value of the drain current when VGS equal to 0. And VGS is the gate to source voltage. For any gate to source voltage, you can calculate what is the drain current based on this relation IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. Therefore, this is called the Shockley's equation, and VGS off equal to gate to source voltage, cutoff voltage. This is the VGS off, and so this is, as we have seen, the Shockley's equation ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. Looking to this equation, you can see that one. This is the control variable is the VGS off. Sorry, VGS. VGS is the gate to source voltage is the control variable. It's a voltage control device. FET is a JFET is a voltage control device. Therefore, you are controlling VGS. This is a control variable. And by controlling VGS, you are varying drain current. This is the variable that you are want to change drain current by controlling VGS. Therefore, this is a control variable. And this IDSS and VP, these are constant. IDSS and VP is constant for a particular device. Therefore, this is a variable which can control so as to change the ID in the case of JFET. Now, if you compare with a bipolar junction transistor, as you know that one, IC equal to approximately equal to beta times IB. Beta is the common emitter current gain, IB is the base current. In that case, base control variable is the current. Base current is the control variable, and beta is a constant. IC is the output current which you are going to vary. Therefore, this is a current control device because you are varying the IB. It's a control variable, but JFET is a voltage control device in which the control variable is equal to VGS. By changing the VGS, you can vary the ID as per this equation, that is Shockley's equation. And from this equation, you can derive the equation. If you take this one, VGS by VP, 1 minus VGS by VP all square equal to ID divided by IDSS, or 1 minus VGS divided by VP equal to square root of ID divided by IDSS. Or we can calculate VGS from this equation. VGS equal to VP into 1 minus square root of ID by IDSS. This is deriving from this equation. VGS equal to gate to source voltage equal to pinch off voltage into 1 minus square root of drain current divided by IDSS. That is the equation deriving from the Shockley's equation. This is the famous relation connecting the drain current and gate to source voltage VGS. Continuing this N channel FET JFET characteristics, the drain characteristics, as VDS is increasing, ID is increasing, corresponding to VGS equal to 0 volt. As VDS increases, ID increases linearly. At a particular value of voltage, the corresponding VDS, this is called pinch off voltage, current gets saturated, and this is the value. This current is called the IDSS. This is the current IDSS corresponding to VGS equal to 0. Now, if you change VGS, say from 0, I told you, always gate to source voltage should be negative in the case of N channel because it's a reverse biasing. If you are applying a minus 1 volt here, it is a minus 1 volt over, it will be saturating. The current is getting saturated before this one. The corresponding current is less than this one. That is given by this equation. ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. Based on this equation, you can calculate what is the corresponding current for which it is getting saturated, corresponding to VGS equal to minus 1 volt. Like that, you can calculate corresponding to minus 2 volt, minus 3 volt, and corresponding to minus 4 volt. In this case, will be getting a, if VP equal to 4 volt, you will be getting a 0 current. That is, they will be getting 0 current. Therefore, if you note these locus of this point here, for example, it is equal to say minus, this is equal to 4 volt corresponding VDS, 3 volt, 2 volt, 1 volt, like that. If you see the locus of this one, if you draw a dotted line, this region is called the ohmic region. Ohmic region means when JFET used as a variable resistor, that is made to work in this region. It's an ohmic region. And when it is used as an amplifier, it will be using in a saturation region, or that is also called active region. For when FET is used as an amplifier, that will be working in this region or saturation region. When it is working as a variable resistor, it will be working in a ohmic region. Therefore, as VGS is changing, the curve is shifting like this one, and the corresponding relation is given by the transfer characteristic ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. That's again, as I told you, this is a Shockley's equation, that is relation transfer characteristics. Similarly, we can get from this equation, you can get VGS equal to VP into 1 minus root of ID divided by IDSS. That is the relation for VGS. For a different value of ID, you can calculate that one. Therefore, the level of VGS that results ID to 0 is defined as VGS. That's called VGS off actually, VP, and VP is being the negative voltage for a N channel device and a positive voltage for a P channel device. Therefore, pinch off voltage is negative for N channel and that is positive for a P channel. For the magnitude of pinch off voltage is given by this corresponding VP. Therefore, when VGS equal to 0 volt, that is when VGS equal to 0 volt, ID equal to IDSS. As per this equation, if you say when VGS equal to 0, ID equal to IDSS. When ID equal to 0, when you are putting an ID equal to 0, VGS equal to, you can, as per this equation, you can get VGS equal to VP. That is VGS equal to VP. In between, you can calculate what is the ID corresponding to different VGS. From this equation that can be plotted, that is called the transfer characteristics of JFET. It's a relation between VGS versus ID. As you know that N channel JFET, VGS is always negative because that junction is reverse biased. gate to source junction is reverse bias, therefore always negative. And corresponding to the pinch off voltage VGS of ID will become 0. That is very clear from this equation, as VGS equal to say VP here, current will become equal to 0. Therefore, you are getting a 0 current. So this is the as per the Shockley's equation. Continuing the N channel JFET characteristics. This is as you know, this is a drain characteristics or output characteristics. It is a plot of VDS versus ID for different VGS. We have already seen that one. Corresponding to VGS equal to 0, as VDS increases, it is linearly increasing this ohmic region, and that is getting saturated. As you change VGS, say I am putting a VGS equal to -1 volt, that is again linearly changing, that is getting saturated before this one, that is before this voltage. For example, if this is say 4 volt, this will become 3 volt, this will become 2 volt, this will become 1 volt, like that one. It is a reducing. And if you can plot the transfer characteristics from the drain characteristic, as an example here, from corresponding to VGS equal to 0, we can IDSS equal to 8 milliamp. Therefore, IDSS equal corresponding to VGS equal to 0 here, ID equal to IDSS. This is the one point. Second, when VGS equal to -1 volt, corresponding drain current is equal to this one. Therefore, the corresponding drain current is this one, corresponding to VGS equal to -1 volt. -1 volt, this is right. Then, corresponding to VGS equal to -2 volt, if you plot that's again -2 volt, this is the current, and VGS equal to -2. Before another third point. And corresponding to VGS equal to say -3 volt, VGS equal to that is corresponding drain current equal to this much, and VGS equal to -3 volt, and this is the drain current. And corresponding to VGS equal to -4 volt, it is equal to 0 current. Therefore, this is the plot. This is the transfer characteristics that gives a relation between drain current and gate to source voltage. Obeying this equation, ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square, where VP is the pinch off voltage, IDS is the saturation value of this current corresponding to VGS equal to 0, and ID is the drain current for different VGS. This is called the Shockley's equation. This curve can be derived from the drain characteristics as I explained. Now let us see a problem on a junction field effect transistor. The figure shows the transfer characteristics curve of a JFET. Therefore, transfer characteristics is given and equation of the drain. And in that case, looking from this one, very clear that this is the IDSS, that is, and this is equal to VP. VP equal to -5 volt and IDSS equal to 12 volt. Question is that write the equation for this curve. Equation for the Shockley's equation we have to write. As you know that ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. In that one, IDSS equal to corresponding to the 0 VGS. What is the corresponding ID? That is IDSS equal to 12 volt. Therefore, IDSS equal to 12 milliamperes. 12 milliamperes. 12 into 10 raised to -3. And 1 minus VGS divided by VP. VP is given by -5 volt. Therefore, 1 plus VGS minus 5, or 1 minus VGS minus 5, or that's equal to 1 plus VGS by 5 whole square. Therefore, the equation for this drain current for different VGS is given by 12 milliamperes, 12 into 10 raised to -3 into 1 plus VGS divided by 5 whole square. Now, in order to find out the drain current at any VGS, you can apply this equation. For example, when VGS equal to say VGS equal to -4 volt. When VGS equal to -4 volt, you can substitute here -4 volt. Therefore, 12 into 10 raised to -3 into 1 plus -4 divided by 5 whole square. That is, you'll be getting somewhere, this is the drain current. Therefore, this is the relation between drain current as well as VGS. Second question is that a JFET has the following parameters. IDSS equal to 32 milliamperes and VP equal to -8 volt and VGS equal to -4.5 volt. Question is that find out the drain current. Drain current can be found out by using the Shockley's equation, ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. That is, the IDSS is given as 32 milliamperes. 32 milliamperes is the IDSS. And then 1 minus VGS is given as -4.5 volt. Therefore, -4.5. And pinch off voltage is given as -8 volt. You are getting -8 volt. Substituting this equation, you will be getting, that is called the Shockley's equation. ID, drain current is corresponding to minus 4.5 VGS. ID is given by 6.12 milliampere. Next problem is a JFET has a drain current of 5 milliamperes, IDS is equal to 10 milliamperes, and VP equal to minus 6 volt. Find out the value of VGS. Again, as per the Shockley's equation, ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. ID is given as it is equal to IDSS is 5 milliamperes, 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 equal to 10 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 1 minus VGS. VP is given by minus 6. Directly it is substituted, and then you can calculate what is the VGS, which is equal to minus 1.76. It is a mistake. It is actually minus 1.76 volt. It is not milliamperes. Minus 1.6 volt. Next is the biasing of JFET. What are the different biasing methods of junction field effect transistor? As we have seen in the case of a bipolar junction transistor, here also different methods are there. One we call it as fixed biasing. Second is called the self biasing. Third one is called the voltage divider biasing. These are the three methods of biasing the JFET. Therefore, let us see the fixed biasing. Fixed biasing means here this is a circuit diagram for a fixed biasing, in which here we are connecting a constant value of resistance, high value of resistance RG is connected, and it's applying a negative voltage VGG. Minus VGG is applied here. Battery voltage of minus VGG ensures that gate to source junction remains reversed by, because as you know that when in a n-channel JFET, in order to work it as an in the active region, it should be reverse bias. Therefore, gate to source voltage should be reverse bias. By applying a negative voltage at G here and a resistor, this is ensured that you are getting a negative voltage of gate to source voltage. That is, if you write the Kirchhoff's voltage law to this equation, we can write it as this is a minus and this is a plus. Actually, here VGG plus IG into RG minus VGS equal to 0. That is the Kirchhoff's voltage law 2 equation. But thing is that since the input impedance is very large, the gate current will be almost 0. That is why we put this IG into RG equal to 0. Or from this equation, we can get it as VGS, gate to source voltage, is same as VGG. For example, if you are applying a minus 4 volt, VGS equal to minus 4, because the current is equal to almost 0. That is why VGG equal to VGS. Therefore, VGS is same as VGG. And once you get VGS, you can calculate what is the drain current based on the Shockley's equation. ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. Therefore, first you are setting the VGS, which is same as VGG. Once you get VGS, you can calculate what is the current ID. That is drain current. ID can be calculated based on this equation. And once you calculate ID, you can calculate VDS, because you have to find out the operating point, means you have to find out what is the VDS and what is the ID. And VDS can be calculated from this equation, as if you write the output loop equation, VDD equal to ID into RD plus VDS, or VDS equal to VDD minus ID into RD, or VDS equal to VDD minus ID into RD. Like that you can find out drain to source voltage, and from this equation you can find out drain current ID. Second method we call it as self-biasing of JFET, that is self-biasing. In self-biasing, we'll be adding a resistance RS in series to the source terminal. We are adding a resistance R, and there is no voltage, negative voltage applying here. Instead of that one, this drop is used to reverse bias, because if the voltage drop across RS is given by, if the drain current is ID here, ID into RS is the voltage drop across RS. But the DC component of the drain current flowing through the RS produces a desired bias voltage. The drop across RS will be the DC current that is flowing through RS, that will be producing the required biasing voltage VGS, or ID into RS is equal to that is, since the gate current is negligibly small. As I told you, since input impedance is very large, the gate current is very, very small. That is why VG equal here, if you write that voltage at this point with respect to the ground is equal to 0, because current is almost 0. Therefore, in that case, if you write VGS plus ID into RS equal to 0, or VGS plus ID into RS equal to 0, or VGS equal to minus ID into RS. That is, the gate to source voltage is given by whatever the current ID into RS with a negative sign, minus ID into RS. For example, if we say ID into RS is equal, if you want to make a bias for a minus 4 volt, ID into RS is kept as minus 4 volt. Therefore, VGS here VGS equal to minus ID into RS, and here VGS equal to VG, that is gate to source voltage. Gate to source voltage is equal to VGG, that is this here VGS equal to, that is gate to source voltage equal to V voltage of this with respect to the ground, that is VG minus voltage of S with respect to the ground, that is the VGS. Now once you get VGS, you can calculate ID as per this equation, ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. This is the Shockley's equation. Once you get VGS, you can calculate what is ID from this equation. Clear? And then here VDS equal to VDS, we can get it as VDS equal to VDD minus drop across this one minus drop across this one. Therefore, VDD minus ID into RS plus RD, VDD minus ID into RS plus RD, that is the voltage drop drain to source voltage. That's the operating point. Operating point means what is the drain to source voltage and what is the drain current, VDS, and what is the ID. And this is the drain current and this is the drain to source voltage. That is operating point of the self bias circuit. Third method of biasing is, this is widely using one, JFET with a voltage divider biasing, in which, as we have seen in the case of bipolar junction transistor, input voltage is divided using two resistors and the middle one is given to the gate, and there is of course there is a resistance in series to the RS and the capacitor. Therefore, this is a voltage divider biasing in the case of JFET. Now what the voltage coming at this point, at the point of the gate, is given by the voltage equal to VDD divided by R1 plus R2 into R2. This is the voltage that is coming at this point. Now, for that is represented as the voltage V2. This is the voltage V2 is equal to VGG divided by R1 plus R2 into R2. And that voltage is equal to, if you write the Kirchhoff's voltage law equation, that voltage equal to this voltage, gate to source voltage plus the drop across RS. Therefore, that is equal to VGS plus VRS, or it is equal to VGS plus ID into RS. That is drain current into RS. That is gate to source voltage VGS equal to, from this equation, gate to source voltage VGS is given by whatever this voltage V2 minus the drop across this RS, V2 minus ID into RS. Circuit is so designed that this VGS should be always negative, because then only that will be working in an active region. Therefore, VGS should be always reverse bias, or gate should be always, therefore this voltage should be always negative. Therefore, this VGS should be always negative, means that this IDRS should be more than V2. Whatever the voltage coming here, no, that should be less than the drop, or this drop should be more than this, so that will be negative. Therefore, this VGS will be negative, and this produces a correct bias voltage. Operating point can be found out as follows. To find out the operating point, you have to find out what is the drain current and what is the gate to source voltage. Drain current is given by, if you see the drain current is equal to, how will you calculate? Drain current is same as the current flowing through the source resistance. Therefore, if you write the equation here, what is the equation? ID equal to, this current ID equal to whatever this voltage V2 minus VGS, V2 minus VGS divide, that is the voltage across RS, that divided by RS. V2 minus VGS divided by RS is the drain current. Once you calculate the drain current, you can calculate VDS from VDD minus the drop across RS, RD, and drop across RS, or VDD minus ID into RS plus RD. That is the corresponding drain to source voltage. That is the operating point, drain to source voltage, and this is the operating current. And average of this method in this, that has got the advantage is that it has got a very good stability compared to the self biasing and fixed biasing. The voltage divider biasing has got a good stability. Now let us see a problem of JFET with a voltage divider biasing. And this is a voltage divider biasing in which the input voltage, that VDD, is divided through two resistors. And the question is that determine the drain current ID and gate to source voltage VGS for a JFET with a voltage divider biasing. And given that here VD as the voltage at the drain point with respect to the ground. That is VD means the voltage of this one with respect to the ground. That is given as 7 volt. Now let us see first one. You have to find out the ID. Now to find out ID, if you know this voltage and if you know this voltage, what is the current ID? Voltage VDD minus VD divided by RD. That is VDD minus VD divided by RD is the drain current. That will be getting, it is equal to 1.52 milliamperes. That is the drain current. Second part is that you have to find out what is the VGS. What is the VGS? In order to find out the VGS, first you have to find out what is the voltage coming at this point. Voltage coming at this point is nothing but 12 divided by 1 mega ohm plus 6.8 mega ohm into 1 mega ohm. That is the voltage coming at that point. And here that is equal to, it is equal to 1.54. Here it is equal to 1.54. And here the voltage at this point, if you see the voltage of source terminal with respect to ground, that is equal to whatever the current ID into this resistance. ID you got already, it is equal to 1.52 milliamperes. For 1.52 into 1.8 kilo ohms, that will be giving the voltage at this point, voltage of this point, source point. Now you have to find out what is VGS. What is VGS? VGS is nothing but voltage at this point with respect to the ground minus voltage of this point with respect to ground. And what is the voltage at this point with respect to ground is already we found out, it is equal to 1.54. And voltage of source with respect to ground you found out it is equal to 2.74. For difference of that one, that is 1.4, here it is equal to 1.454 minus 2.74. That you will be getting 1.2 volt. That is the 1.2 volt is the voltage of gate with respect to the source, VGS. So that is the gate to source voltage. That is you'll be getting minus 1.2 volts. It's a reverse biasing. That is why you are getting a negative sign, means that it is reverse biasing for the operating in a active region. Now let us see one more problem with voltage divider biasing. The problem is that here in an N channel JFET biased by a potential divider method. Potential divider means voltage divider method. It is desired to fix the operating point ID equal to 2.5 milliamperes and VDS equal to 8 volt. These are required. The operating point should be in such that ID should be equal to 2.5 milliamperes and VDS should be equal to 8 volt. And if VDD is given as 30 volt, that is VDD is given as 30 volt and R1 is given, R2 is given, and find out the value of RS. What should be the value of the RS to be connected so as to fix the operating point? This value ID equal to 2.5 milliamperes and VDS equal to 8 volt. What should be value of the RS? That's the question. The parameters JFET is given as IDSS equal to 10 milliamperes and also pinch off voltage is given as minus 5 volt. For a N channel it is equal to minus 5 volt. Now as per the Shockley's equation, you know that solution, coming to the solution, ID equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP whole square. And in that one the ID is given as, that is the operating current is given as ID equal to 2.5 milliamperes. Operating point current 2.5 milliamperes and IDSS is also given, it is equal to 10 milliamperes into 1 minus VGS divided by VP is given minus 5. Only the unknown is equal to VGS. You can calculate from this equation what is the VGS. That will be getting, it is equal to 2.5 volt minus 2.5 volt. Minus 2.5 volt is the gate to source voltage. Okay, our aim is to find out R2. Next thing is that you have to calculate what is the voltage coming at this point. What is the voltage coming at this point? That's equal to, you have to get 30 divided by this resistance plus this resistance into this resistance. And then that will be getting, it is equal to 10 volt is the voltage coming at this point. This is the 10 volt. That is the voltage at the gate with respect to the ground. And also you are getting what is the VGS, that is equal to minus 2.5. Then you have to calculate what is the voltage drop across RS applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law to this loop. And applying that one, V1 equal to VGS plus ID into RS. The voltage at this point equal to VGS into the drop across RS. For the drop across RS, ID into RS, we will be getting, it is equal to, from this equation, you can get ID, you can substitute whatever the current here, you are ID equal to 2.5 milliamperes. From that one, the only unknown is the resistance RS. Therefore, the source resistance is given as, you can calculate it is equal to 5 kilo ohms. In order to operate this junction field effect transistor with this operating point, VDS equal to 8 volt and ID equal to 2.5 milliamperes, and RS should be selected to a value 5 kilo ohm.